But you're not the only one. There are hundreds of thousands of others affected. Residents and refugees, everyone suspected, even green cards are facing red lights. How can you ban Muslims when it's not even a race? Muslims are from all over the place. I don't understand how we can shut the door to those fleeing death, bombs, and war. We accuse them of terror, but that's what they're fleeing, seeking safety for their families like any sane human being, you know? More Americans die of Americans each year. Gun violence outweighs terrorism. The statistics are clear. Less than 1% of Americans die of terrorist attacks compared to guns, which are technically also terrorist attacks. Majority of crime in America is caused by white Christian men, but they're just mentally unstable, a lone wolf time and time again. But a lone wolf plus another equals a pack. But somehow, they're never suspects of future attack. If you want to end refuge, then the meddling must stop. If you leave other countries be, the asylum will drop. You want to stop refugees? Then stop the war. Stop funding weaponry, pull away your core. The U.S. is the world's #1 weapon supplier. Is making money or making peace the ultimate desire? You see, when it gets too cold, birds start their migration. They find someplace warm in any other nation, because if they stay in the cold, they'll literally die. They need somewhere safe where they could live and fly. So they head down south to any country on the way, and just like that, they're welcome to stay. You never see the home birds scream and shout, "There's no room for you, kick 'em out." They welcome them in with open wings. You could stay here till it's time for spring. It's sad when animals are more free than humans. Borders are just lines on a map drawn by hand. You say, "God bless America," but forget it's his land. They say, "Let's make America great again." But were things really great back then, when the white man had more power than the black, when he could own him as property or whip his back? Or was it Jim Crow's laws that called for segregation, a move that literally divided the nation where non-whites had no rights? How about killing the indigenous, anyone in the way? Or how about the infamous KKK? Or was it when Jews were denied refuge in World War II? Is that the time you want to go back to? When voting was only for the one sex? When the workplace had no room for chromosome X? Back then was a time only for white men. Is that making America great again? America was great when they ended these acts, not when they created them. Not when the land of the free puts chains on freedom. We're an educated generation. We won't let history repeat. Injustice never wins. We won't accept defeat. Though it's a time of concern, there's lots of love in the air. There's so much faith in humanity, so much care. Because people are not numbers. We are not labels. Muslims aren't terrorists. Blacks are not thugs. Mexicans aren't rapists who smuggle drugs. Fear happens when people fail to see that you're actually just like me. We have to see each other for who we are. We eat the same food, drive the same car. We both have kids who drive us crazy. We all have weekends when we're lazy. We all hate spiders, cold coffee, and lines, and we're not a fan of parking fines. We follow the same shows on our TV. We like reading a good book under a tree. We dread shoveling when the snow hits hard. We have barbecues in the backyard. You get your white flowers? Well, so does he. And we all love a nice warm cup of tea. We love it when Nana makes a home-cooked pie, and when we watch The Notebook, we always cry. You see, you and I, we're a lot alike. I may be Muhammad, you may be Mike. Our lives are more similar than you think. Our humanity is our common link. We have the same pleasures and the same fears. The same things make us happy. The same things bring us tears. So let's be more than just social media activists. Let's actually get social and act. So no, I am not a